Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in today, man. Today we're checking out Ode to Billy Joe from Bobbie Gentry. Hopefully I'm saying all of that right. So we're going to be checking this one out. It's been requested and suggested in the comments section of my recent videos. So thank you so much for the suggestion. I did end up asking my dear friend, well, did you want the live version or did you want the studio version? I'm always down to check out the live version at a later date, guys, but studio version was requested just because the audio is probably supreme to the live version, as is typical in a lot of scenarios, right? The studio quality captures all the ambience, all the sound in it. So let's go ahead and just check out the studio version. I'm going to try to take a nice listen to the lyrics because I think this one was meant to have a good kind of story behind it, or the lyricism is very important to the song. So I'm excited to check this out, and the cover already taking me to another era, man. I love this stuff. I love listening to older music, man. It feels great to me. So let's go ahead and take a spin on this one, Ode to Billy Joe. Here we go.
Was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat.
I like her voice.
And Mama hollered at the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Why would he do something like that?
Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, well, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense. Pass the biscuits, please. There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plow. And Mama said it was a shame about Billy Joe anyhow. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billy Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Ooh.
Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him after church last Sunday night? I'll have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right.
Oh.
I saw him at the sawmill yesterday on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
I feel like there's some suspicion there with their brother. Did something happen?
Mama said to me, child, what's happened to your appetite? I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today. Said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way,
I like how this is just family conversation.
he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
What?
A year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe. Brother married Becky Thompson, they bought a store in Tupelo. There was a virus going round, Papa caught it and he died last spring. And now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge and drop them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Oh. Hold on, did I miss something? Hold on. Alright, let's see this part. This is where, like, the bit is.
He said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge, and she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Nah, so man, it's got me feeling I could be completely wrong. I'm gonna jump to my suspicion, and then we'll read the song and get something deeper. You know, the family's having a whole talk, and they're a hardworking family. That's why the dad's like, hey, you know what? That kid never had no sense. He didn't seem right. I really don't care. Pass the biscuits. Like, let's eat. I got work to get back to. We've got acres of work. That's the dad's whole approach. It's like, I've got a serious life I'm trying to live here, and I'm not going to get held up with other people's drama. That's kind of where I'm at, truthfully, with my own family's, you know, craziness sometimes. I'm just like, you know what? We've got our own thing to worry about here. I can't be concerned with all the other distractions out there. And then you've got the brother saying, well, that doesn't make sense because he was kind of in good spirits when I saw him last. I don't think he would have just jumped off the bridge, is kind of the way I got the brother's response. Then the mom is saying, hey, you don't seem well, to the daughter, right? Hey, you don't seem well. You're not eating. Like, are you okay? By the way, that preacher's son or whatever, you know, came by, wants to talk about something, but he said he saw a girl that looks just like you. And Billy, the guy who is now gone, you two were up there. Well, she didn't say you two, but a girl that looks like you was up there throwing something else off that bridge. And that's got me feeling now. I mean, what could they have been throwing? Could it have been a different person? Could it have been a secret that now she didn't want to expose? So Billy's gone because of her. She did something foul. I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I got. I could be wrong, but I just want to express that. That's scary. And then a virus running around. The dad passed away. The mom doesn't seem like herself anymore. So I don't know what's going on. This feels totally like a mystery story. And then you've got like that scary violin peak at the right time that is kind of telling you, hey, confirming your suspicion here a little bit with the sound play that's happening in the background. Okay, so let's see. I could be completely off base. Let's go ahead and read a little bit about it. All right, so we have Ode to Billy Joe right here, released by Bobbie Gentry in 1967. We've got another 60s song. Wow, okay, I would have thought maybe this was something from the 70s. This is the vibe I was getting, but 67, we go back even further. It's a song written by the American singer-songwriter Bobbie Gentry and later used as the title track for her debut album. Okay, the song takes the form of a first-person narrative performed in half-spoken style by the daughter of a family over sparse acoustic guitar accompaniment with strings in the background. It tells of a rural Mississippi family's reaction to the news of suicide of Billy Joe McAllister, a local boy to whom the daughter has a connection unbeknownst to her family. The song's cryptic lyrics received widespread attention, leaving its audience intrigued as to what the narrator and Billy Joe threw off the Tallahatchie Bridge. So, okay, it is open to the thought, could it be drugs? Could it be just a hidden secret? Could it have been another body, right? But it sounds like something bad. It's a bad secret. Gentry later clarified that she intended the song to portray the family's indifference to the suicide and what she deemed a study in unconscious cruelty, which she did express that. I definitely got that feeling. She also remarked that the object thrown was not relevant to the message. Man, well, that's hard to believe. I want to know more about her thoughts on writing it then, because it definitely comes off as a intentional turning point in this narrative, in this story. Ode to Billy Joe was nominated for 8 Grammy Awards. Gentry and arranger Jimmy Haskell won 3 between them. The background and recording, I don't know if we're going to get any more background with this, but I'd love to know. So singer-songwriter Bobbie Gentry was born in Chickasaw County, Mississippi. After her parents' divorce, she continues to live there with her paternal grandparents. All right, so at the end right here, it says the song became a success because it created listener curiosity, given that Gentry did not mention what was thrown off the bridge nor why Billy Joe committed suicide. All right, so right here it just says the song became a success because it created listener curiosity, given that Gentry did not mention what was thrown off the bridge nor why Billy Joe committed suicide. All right, so I'll end on this one. I think this kind of wraps it all up right here. It says, in August 1967, Gentry told the Los Angeles Times she wanted to show people's lack of ability to empathize with others' tragedy. She pointed out the mother who noticed but did not understand her daughter's lack of appetite, while later the daughter is unaware of the similarity of her mother's behavior after the father dies. Gentry explained that both characters has isolated themselves in their own personal tragedies and remained unconcerned for the others, right? So when her dad passed, she didn't really spend time with the mother or console her, and it was vice versa when Billy Joe had died. The songwriter compared the end product to a play on the object thrown off the Tallahatchie Bridge. She commented that the audience had found more meanings than she intended. Gentry mentioned that the theories at the time included a baby could have been thrown off the bridge, a wedding ring, flowers. Why she indicated that what happened at the bridge was the motivation behind Billy Joe's suicide. She left it open to the listener's interpretation. Gentry said she had no answer and her sole motivation was to show people's apathy. So I think this was a brilliant song. Man, it really did its work. And if you were curious about how listeners kind of came to their own conclusions on their first listen, you just saw it. You just saw it. I listened to this and it's like, oh my gosh, you're in the room like a fly on the wall listening to this family have their conversation about this boy who apparently just committed suicide. And you reach that, suspenseful moment, that revealing moment about the bridge, and you say, oh my goodness, she was there with him prior to his suicide. Something happened. What was thrown over there? Is it now foul play for him? Did he take his own life because what they had done that day? I mean, if she didn't intend it, it was all the perfect ingredients for a nice thriller, suspenseful song. One that definitely made the listener's mind run. So I appreciate this one. Thank you so much. I'm in for this kind of stuff. I love it. So I appreciate the suggestion. Thanks so much. I definitely look forward to looking at the live performance, maybe at a later date. You guys come back and remind me in a while, and we'll go ahead and check it out. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description down below. That's amazing. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.